In the last session, we discussed about the meaning of Oracle and applications and financials and fusion. Now let's look at the term called as cloud. What does it mean by cloud? Okay, what does it mean by cloud? So to understand that, let's go through few other details also which are relevant and that will help us to differentiate how cloud is different from something else. Say you want to use, as a company, you want to use financials, or along with the financials you want to use SCM procurement. You can choose whatever the product families you require as per your business process. You can choose and you want to use those for your company. Now, how to manage that applications? How to manage those applications? So if you want to use any applications from Oracle, there are different options. Okay, you are a company, you want to use Oracle Fusion Financials applications, or along with that, you want to use SCM applications also. Then when it comes to getting access to those applications, what are the options are available, we'll see first. Okay, what are the options are available? One thing is you can buy your own server. Okay, you can buy your own server. Why you have to buy your own server? To maintain those applications in the server. After buying the server, you have to take the license from Oracle. Okay, so license for what? For the applications. Which applications you want to use? For those you have to take the license. Say you want to use financials for your company, so you have to take the license for financials. Okay, you have to take the license. Which applications you require, you can take the license. After that, we need one person who can install those applications in the server. Right? That means installation. Okay, installation. Fine. So installation. We have to install those applications on the server. First point is you have to buy your own server. You should have your own server. And which applications you are going to use for your company, and you have to take the license. After taking the license for the application, say you took license for financials and SEO for your company. So after taking the license, those financials and SCM product you will get from Oracle. That product you have to install in the server. To do this installation, we need DBA. DBA, or you can call as apps DBA. To install the applications, we need DBA. DBA stands for Database Administrator. We need apps DBA. Apps means applications DBA, Oracle Apps DBA. The DBA can install the licensed applications in the server. Okay. So, on the other side, you need other technical team who will take care of the server security and networking administrator. This is all you have to take. Along with the DBA, you need some technical team who will be involving in the managing the server security, networks, etc. So this is how it will work. You need your own server. You have to take the license, and you need DBA to install that applications on the server. And the DBA should take care of the server all the time. The server should up and running. Always the applications which are installed in the server should be available for the business to access those. And there are many other activities also which we have to take care if we are going to have our own server. So instead of buying own server, instead of taking the license and installing those in the server with the help of DBA, maintaining that server by DBA and getting other technical team like administration, okay, like security, network, administrators. What we can do is what are the applications access we require? We can take the subscription from Oracle. Okay, you can take the subscription. We can take the subscription. Maybe you want financials and SCM. You can take financials and SCM subscription from Oracle. Oracle will give the access to financials and SCM applications and you can start using. See how it is simple. If you want to use financials and SCM for your company, you can buy your own server. You have to take the license from Oracle, and with the help of DBA, you have to install that. And we need for networking and security administrators. And there are many other activities also we have to perform when we have our own server. Instead of buying own servers and taking the license and installing DBA, what we can do is simply you can talk to Oracle. You can say, we want to use financials and SCM applications and we need subscription. Then you can pay some amount and you can talk to Oracle that is for how much period, maybe 1 year, 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. Accordingly, you can pay subscription fee. No license also required. Oracle is not going to give the applications to us. So here in case of subscription, all the applications can be managed by Oracle only in their own servers. Okay, Oracle will have a servers. In Oracle servers, all the applications would be available. For which applications you are paying as a subscription, you can get access to those applications. Okay, those applications. So here in this scenario, we'll have a physical servers, right? We buy the server, we place the server in specific location, and we take the license for the applications, and our DBA will install those applications in the same server. That's how we'll have a physical servers. When we talk about subscription from Oracle, Oracle will allot one server to us. When we take the subscription for financials and SCM or anything else, based on our subscription, Oracle is going to allot server to us. But that server you cannot see anywhere physically. Those are virtual servers. Okay, Oracle will provide virtual servers. They'll allot one virtual server to us. From virtual server, you can access those applications for which applications you took subscription. The virtual servers can be managed with the concept called as cloud. Okay, the concept called as cloud. So if you are going to have your own server and taking the license from Oracle, installing those applications, that case we call as on-premise. Okay, so on-premise we call. That we call as on-premise. On-premise means we'll have a physical servers and we have to take the license, we have to install the applications and with the help of DBA help. But in case of cloud, nothing is required. You don't need to do anything. Just take the subscription to use it. So Oracle DBA will take care of all those, okay, maintaining the applications or maintaining the virtual servers from Oracle side out. Okay, just take subscription and use those applications. That's how it is easy in case of cloud. So you want to go for cloud option. You want to take the cloud subscription from Oracle to use any one of these product families. Now, what are the options are available from Oracle? We'll see that. Okay. So, what are the options are available from Oracle? We'll see that. And still, there are few points what we have to understand about cloud. I'll cover those. Now, just we'll see if you want to take the cloud subscription from Oracle. Okay, cloud subscription from Oracle. What are the different options are available? We'll see that. And before that, let's talk about this cloud on a few more points. Say, for example, you are running the business in India and USA and UAE. If you go with on-premise, you have to place the server somewhere. Say you are going to have in case of on-premise, you are going to have a server in US. In this, we install the applications, we take the license, we install the applications with the help of DBA. Now, the users who are working from India, they have to connect to the server which is located in US. The same way, UAE users also should connect to the server which is there in the US. USA users, yes, they connect to the server which is there, which is available in USA. But when US users are trying to connect to the servers, it is very close to their physical location. From where users are trying to connect, that is very close to them. But for India and UAE, it is far away. When they connect to the server responds. When they submit some request, if they are trying to get some information, if they are entering some data and all, the server response point of view, it would be poor because there is distance. Through network also, the distance can be measured. Okay, through network we connect from India to USA server and we try to work on that server to record the transactions or to do certain operations on that server. Since server is physically located in USA, for India and USA users, the performance wise, they cannot have a better experience. So that's how it works in case of on-premise. We place the server in the physical location and the users who are working from the different countries in all the ways they have to go on to connect to the server. Again, there will be many hits to the server. India users, UAE users, USA users, all will be hitting to the server. The request which goes to the server, there could be big queue. All need to be executed by the server which is located in a single location. The requests may come from the different country users. So this is how it works in case of on-premise. If you take the cloud, what Oracle do is they'll provide virtual servers. Instead of physical servers, they'll provide virtual servers and they'll maintain that virtual servers in almost all the client locations in the sense where client is doing the business in all those countries, they'll have their data centers. With those data centers, okay, what they do is they will maintain the same virtual servers in all the countries' data centers which are owned by Oracle. Okay, these are virtual servers. They maintain virtual servers. Means how they can do the virtual servers? There is a concept called as virtualization in the cloud. Okay, there is a concept called as virtualization. By using virtualization, by using big servers, they can create multiple virtual servers. Each virtual server they will provide to one client. Now, this is one virtual server, and the same virtual server they'll keep available in the different countries where the client is doing the business. Now, if India users are going to see, client is same, company is same. Or for one company, they are giving one virtual server. The same virtual server they are keeping available in all the countries of their data centers. So these all virtual servers will be in the full sync. Okay. If India users are trying to do something in that server, automatically India users will be connected to India virtual server. And US users will get connected to US virtual server. And UAE users will get connected to UAE virtual server, but for all these, database would be same. Okay, for all these, database would be same. The environment, they are just facilitating that. Okay, so database would be same, server also same, but they replicate it. Okay, they replicate that virtual server to be available in all their data centers, which are very close to where client is doing the business. So in case of physical servers on-premise, server will be in one location, that is a physical server. From all the countries, users should connect to the same server, they can work on that, the response would be very poor. But in case of cloud, the cloud computing company, in our case, we have to take Oracle. The Oracle, what they are doing is, in case of cloud, they are allotting one virtual server that they are keeping available wherever the client is required, so that the user experience would be very rich. If it is a physical server, we have to place in certain location. If it is a virtual server, where that virtual server can be placed, the virtual server would be available internet as a source. Okay, so Oracle is creating the virtual servers. The virtual servers are managed by Oracle data centers. Okay, what are the data center they have in India from Oracle? In that India data center, your virtual server is available if you are doing the business in India. The same way, wherever you are doing the business, accordingly the virtual servers will keep available, so that when you try to connect to that server, there will be immediate response. So they'll keep those available, those servers, internet as a source. You can say, where is the internet? Your server is available over there. So that's how, okay, these servers would be available in case of cloud. Okay, in case of cloud. Fine. Here you can raise your questions if you have. No questions, we'll go with the next step.
So, hi, this is Gaurav. I have a question here. So this arrangement, that three different virtual servers, this choice, and client has to pay different subscription and
No,
money for it, or this is default coming with
one
the
subscription only. Okay, client will have
okay.
subscription. So if client is doing the 10 countries, since this is a cloud subscription, Oracle will support in those 10 countries the same virtual server, like maintaining by their data centers. Only one subscription.
And I remember the timestamp. They said this is always Utah time that we are going to provide something like that. So is it tied somewhere that it's limitation wise? Because at my company we do have this, and then I remotely was working with Oracle, and they were just saying that there was a question on the timestamp on, because we are in 140 countries, and then the question was that, hey, whether it is Pacific Standard Time that will be stamped on a ship confirm versus
I got you. See, that we can set. For the India users who are working, you can set the time zone. For India users, for US users, you can set US time zone. For UAE, you can set the time zone. Accordingly, you can work on the same virtual server. That is possible.
Okay, but the database has one single instance where it is going to be a timestamp, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So how these virtual servers ideally Oracle create in cloud computing by using the virtualization concept? What they do is they maintain the big servers. By using the big servers, they can create the multiple virtual servers. Okay, multiple virtual servers. For each client, one virtual server. The same one virtual server, they'll replicate, and these all will be connected. I can say these all are same. The virtualization, to keep availability wherever client is required, they'll make as a copies. Those all will be in the full sync. If you are entering the data in this, from India, if you are entering the data in this virtual server, the same would be available here and here also, because all are same. Okay, just replication. They just do the copy. So to keep available, those all will be in the full sync, and the database also would be the same for all. This is how it works. Okay, in cloud computing, by using the big servers, Oracle can create multiple virtual servers. Each virtual server they provide to one client. For the one client, what are the virtual server they are providing? Wherever the client is required that virtual server, they replicate and they'll maintain, and those will be supported by Oracle data centers. As a business, as a company, simply you can connect. If any user is going to connect to the server, automatically that the virtual servers will identify the user location. Okay, where user is located, India. Automatic when URL would be same for these three. Okay, because these three are same. URL would be same. Okay. So whenever the user is trying to connect from India, automatically that India user request will be routed to India virtual server. So that's how Oracle is doing. The routing and all they'll take care of. So just as a company, we have to take the subscription. For which applications we need subscription, we have to take the virtualization, maintaining the virtual servers in their data centers, everything Oracle will take care. So you are a company and you don't want to go with on-premise because it's a big challenging. So buying the servers, you have to spend a lot, and for license, you have to spend more. For installation, DBAs and other activities, you have to spend a lot. So in case of cloud, it is easy. Pay and use. Okay, pay for certain period and use it. For how many users, how many logins are required, what is the duration, which applications are required, accordingly you can pay and you can use it. Right? So if you are a company, if you want to use cloud subscription, what are the options are available from Oracle, we'll see. Okay, what are the options are available from Oracle, we'll see. So when you use this product, if you want to use this product from Oracle, ideally we have a different subscriptions. SaaS, the cloud service, their cloud subscription they are providing with a different service names. PaaS and IaaS. Okay, there are three different services. If any client wants to use cloud services, okay, cloud services that we call as SaaS or PaaS or IaaS, you can just opt for anything. What does it mean by SaaS? Okay, SaaS stands for software as a service. Software as a service. PaaS stands for platform as a service. Platform as a service. IaaS. IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. Okay. Okay. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. These are three options are available with Oracle or any cloud computing company. Okay. Any cloud computing company, these three options would be available. SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. So now your requirement is you want to use financials and SEM. If you take financials and SEM subscription from Oracle with a cloud option means servers can be managed by Oracle only, that too virtual servers. Cloud subscription is nothing but taking virtual server access subscription. And again within that cloud subscription, virtual servers, these are the three options are available. You can take SaaS or PaaS or IaaS. In case of SaaS, say you are taking SaaS subscription from Oracle for financials and SEM. If you take SaaS subscription, you see the name SaaS means software as a service. Just you can access the software which Oracle is offering. Okay, you can just use that software. So just what you can do is simply you can use. Okay, as per your business, you can set up and you can use. You can say you can set up and use. Okay, you can take SaaS subscription from Oracle for financials and SEM. And as per your business, you can set up. What does it mean by setup and all? We will come to know once we start working on the application. For now, simple term you can remember. We can set up. Okay, we can set up and you can use it. Simple example. Let me take simple example meaning of setup. You want to use WhatsApp. First we download and install. After installing, we have to do some setups. The username, your name, and you have to validate with your mobile number. You'll get some code with that you have to validate, and you may set some profile pic. Okay, you may set some other options, chart related options. When you see the text, whether others can be notified as you have seen that message, and few things we will set up. Those only we call as a setup. Okay, when we talk about WhatsApp, we have to set up those, then you can use it. In the same way, when we are going to use financials and SCM applications as per business, we have to set up something, then we can use it. And if you want to create something new, you cannot create. Okay, the previous session we discussed. So these are the pages, these are the reports, this is the database. Say you want to create one page as per business. As per business requirement, you want to create one more page in the payables application. If you take the SaaS subscription, you cannot create that. You cannot create. That means creating something new we call as customization. So in case of SaaS, Oracle is not allowing us to do the customizations. Okay, cannot do any customizations. No customizations. Customizations are not allowed. Which customizations? Some page or functionality related customizations are not allowed. If you want to create the new report, yes, you can create. Okay. If you are a SaaS customer, if you take SaaS subscription from Oracle for specific applications, you can set up and then you can use, but you cannot create new pages, new functionalities, or new features you cannot create. That means no customizations can be done in the SaaS. How product is available, you have to use as it is as per your business. As per your business, how the product is available, you can set up and you can use. For example, in the application called as WhatsApp, can you create some functionality? Can you create some screen or can you create something? No. How you are downloading as it is, you can use. You can do the setups, but you cannot create something. Okay, creating something means some functionality. Okay, so that is not possible. So in case of SaaS, that's what we have to notice. No customization can be done in case of SaaS, but reports can be customized. Reports can be created. Okay, so reports customization is possible. Okay, you can do the reports customization, but functional related customizations you cannot do. And if you are a SaaS customer, and you can connect other applications with Fusion applications. Say you are using Fusion Financials, and the client is using some other application called as ABC application. Okay, client is using some ABC applications along with the Fusion Financials. Now your requirement is you want to get the data from this ABC application to Fusion Financials. Okay, you want to get the data from this ABC applications to Fusion application. That means we have to connect that ABC application with the financials application. That can be payables or receivables, okay, assets, cash application, anything. You want to connect ABC application with financials, any one of the application, to get the data from ABC applications to our financials as per our business. So if you want to connect ABC application, is not Oracle application, some third party. Other than Oracle, what are the applications we use? Those we call as third-party applications. And client is going to use Oracle Fusion Financials. So along with these Fusion Financials, if they are going to use any other applications, those all we call as third-party applications. If client is going to use some ABC application from different company, different company product, if you want to connect this ABC application with the financials related any application, that is possible. Okay, that is possible in case of SaaS. So connecting this ABC application with the financials, we call as integration. Connectivity, we call as integration. So we can do the integrations in case of SaaS. Okay, integrations are possible. In case of SaaS, integrations are possible. What is not possible? Whatever the product Oracle is providing, software as a service. The software they are providing as a service, you can set up and you can use that applications. And if you want to disturb by doing some changes, not allowed. As per your business, you may want to create in payables application, you want to create 2 pages. In receivables application, maybe 1 page. In assets application, 3 or 4 pages you want to create as per your business. Anyway, Oracle is providing. But as per your business, you need some additional pages. No, you cannot do that. So no customization, no functionality customization you can say. No features related customization. Reports, yes, you can create. Reports means whatever the data is available, how you want to view. You are not disturbing the product. Whatever Oracle is providing, you can use through that whatever the data you are generating, invoices, suppliers, payments, whatever you are creating in the system, how you want to see, accordingly you can create the reports. Reports just to view the data. The reports, you are not disturbing the application functionalities, application features. So that is the reason report customization is possible in case of SaaS. And integrations. Okay, integrations. If you want to connect other application with the cloud financials or SAM applications, yes, that is possible. Other applications you can connect with the payables or receivables or assets, or you can connect with the SAM applications or with any applications. So third-party applications you can connect with the Fusion applications in case of SaaS. That is possible. That we call as integrations. Integrations are possible. And one more point. If you are a SaaS customer, there will be auto upgrade. Okay. Auto upgrade. Say today you took the subscription from Oracle. After 3 months or 6 months, Oracle came up with some new features in financials or some enhancements they did, means the product functionality they enhanced, they extended. So those if you want to use, you can just inform to Oracle. If you are a SaaS customer, you can inform to Oracle, we want to upgrade to latest version. If you inform today, by tomorrow, okay, they will upgrade your subscription to latest version. Okay, that we call as auto upgrade. How they are able to upgrade automatically without any challenges? Because the product is as it is you are using. You are not disturbing the product. If you are doing some customizations and all, it is not possible for Oracle to upgrade automatically from the previous version to current version. Okay. Fine. So when you upgrade, what happens? You may get some additional features. Okay. Any apps which we use in our mobile, we get alerts. There is some update is available. If you click on update, it will be updated. The look and feel can be changed, or else there could be some additional functionality. So that's how you can find out some changes whenever you upgrade to latest version from previous version. So if you are a SaaS customer, okay, if you take SaaS subscription from Oracle, so these are the points we have to notice. You are taking the SaaS subscription for which applications? You can choose as per your business, what business you are doing, what business data you want to maintain. Accordingly, you can choose the subscription. Once you choose the subscription, if it is a SaaS subscription, okay, SaaS means software as a service. You will get software as a service like to use. In those scenario, in that case, what you have to do is you can set up and you can use. Okay, if you want to use payables, you have to set up that. Okay, if you want to use payables, suppliers you have to create and you have to set something, what sort of transactions you want to create. The bank account we have to set up so that you will be able to create the invoices and the payments and you can process the payment. That's how for each and every application you have to set up. Before you use, you have to set up, then you can use that application. How to set up, how to use, we'll start working on those. Once we start going accessing those applications, we'll see that. And in case of SaaS, no customizations are allowed. Customization is nothing but creating something new in the application. Okay, so that is not allowed. Reports customizations are allowed in case of SaaS, but application related functionality customizations are not possible in case of SaaS. And integrations, if you want to connect any third party applications, say for example SAP you want to connect with Fusion Financials, or PeopleSoft you want to connect with Fusion Financials, or some Microsoft Dynamics you want to connect with the Fusion Financials. Any other product you can take, if you want to connect, it is possible in case of SaaS. So integrations can be done. Okay, the customizations or integrations are done by technical people. We don't do that. Just we are trying to understand the information. And auto upgrades. If Oracle is going to come up with the latest, if Oracle is going to come up with new releases or new versions, so from the current version you can upgrade to latest. If you are a SaaS customer, okay, that happens automatically. Just you can inform to Oracle, they'll upgrade automatically. These are the points we have to notice. If you are a PaaS customer, how it is different from SaaS? Okay, if you are a PaaS customer, how it is going to be different? Okay, how it is going to be different, we'll see that. So if you are a PaaS customer, say, you can set up and you can use. And here, customizations are possible. Okay, customizations are possible. And yes, functionality customizations itself you can do. Reports customizations also you are able to do in SaaS only. Yes, that is possible in PaaS also. Integrations you can do, but no auto upgrade. So if Oracle is going to come up with the latest version, if you are a PaaS customer, your environment cannot be upgraded automatically. Customizations. You are doing some changes to the product. Table application you are changing by creating some new pages or modifying some existing pages, etc., etc. So this is how PaaS is different from SaaS. SaaS is different from PaaS. This is what we have to understand. In case of SaaS, you can set up and you can use whatever the applications you are getting from Oracle. The same is applicable in PaaS. In case of SaaS, you cannot create some new pages or new features or new functionalities. You can refer with any name. A feature, or function, or page are very similar, or many times same. So no customizations, no page related customizations you can do in case of SaaS. That means in payables or receivables applications or any other applications, you cannot create something new. But that is possible in case of PaaS. In case of PaaS, Oracle will allow us to create some pages or functionalities or features. And reports customization you can do in SaaS or PaaS. And integrations, yes, in SaaS or PaaS you can do integrations. Auto upgrade, since you are not disturbing the product functionalities of whatever Oracle is providing, you are using as it is, so automatically the environment can be upgraded. But If you are a PaaS customer, so why we go for PaaS? If you want to do customizations only, if you want to create something new as per your business, so we go for PaaS. So since we are doing the customizations, if Oracle is going to come up with new versions or releases, auto upgrade is not applicable. So upgrade need to be done through manual process. There will be other way of doing. Automatically, the environment cannot be converted. Whatever the applications access you are taking, those applications cannot be converted into latest version or release. In case of IaaS, you get space. Okay, you get space and you can install anything and you can use that space for whatever the purpose you want to use. Within this, you don't get any applications and all. Okay, infrastructure as a service. A storage space you can get from Oracle or any cloud computing company. You can get storage space. Within that, you can place the files or you can install the applications how you require. You can use it. Right? By default, you don't get anything as a IaaS subscription. If you take IaaS subscription, what purpose you want to use, you can use for that purpose. No applications will be available in case of IaaS. Okay, this is the point you have to notice. Say for example, you have a lot of files. The file size is 1 TB. In your laptop, okay, you have hard disk with 500 GB. How to store that 1 TB data in your laptop? You have 500 GB hard disk as per your laptop, but you have 1 TB data. So in that case, say the data again you require maybe for 1 month only. Just for 1 month purpose, you no need to go and buy the laptop which supports 1 TB or 2 TB data storage. So temporarily, maybe for 1 month you want to maintain that 1 TB data. In that case, you can take the subscription from Oracle as IaaS. When you are taking the subscription, IaaS subscription, you can buy 1 TB storage space or 2 TB storage space so that you can place all those files, 1 TB files in IaaS service or Amazon Web Services. You can take Amazon Web Services also to store the data. That is also IaaS only. So you can place those files from your laptop. You can connect. You can place those files in that Amazon Web Services in the IaaS service. That's how you can maintain IaaS purely for storage space they allot, and you can use and you can place the files or you can install the applications. What purpose you require, you can use. So that's how these three are different. Okay, three are different, and most of the clients are using SaaS only. Okay, most of the clients are using SaaS. The reason is auto upgrade is available, and almost the product what Oracle is providing, it supports any sort of business. If very big clients, okay, very big clients whose business process need to be customized, whose business process need to be modified, okay, when they compare with Oracle applications, what Oracle is providing, they go for customizations as per if they are doing very complex business processes. If not in one application, at least in other applications somewhere, some changes need to be done. So for that reason, they need some flexibility. For that, they can go for PaaS. But most of the clients are using the SaaS subscription from Oracle. So these are the few points we have to understand. If any client is going to use, okay, Oracle is offering, just two more points I'll explain, then we'll go with your questions. So we discussed what is the meaning of Oracle Fusion Financials applications, right? We discussed what is the meaning of Oracle Fusion Financial applications. Okay, what we discussed, Oracle fused, okay, or else we can take this term. Oracle Fusion application. Oracle Fusion applications means collection of different best solutions from the different products Oracle combined and they are releasing as a Oracle Fusion applications. Within Oracle Fusion applications, one of the product family is Oracle Fusion Financial application, or you can say Oracle Fusion SCM applications. Okay. The Oracle Fusion application means different products, different best solutions they fused, they combined, and they are releasing as a fusion applications. And within that, one of the product family is financials. So Oracle Fusion Financials application. This is the actual product. Okay. Now, say you are taking the subscription, you are taking the license from Oracle for Oracle Fusion Financials applications. If you take the license, you have to install in your own server. If this Oracle Fusion Financials applications, if you are going to install and use with the help of your own server, you should call it as Oracle Fusion Financials applications only. Instead of using your own server, if this Oracle Fusion Financial applications you are going to use by taking the cloud subscription from Oracle, then you call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial applications. Okay. Oracle Fusion Financial applications are there in our own server. Call as Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials. Oracle Fusion Financials only. Okay, if this Oracle Fusion Financials applications are there in your own server, call with the same name. With the same Oracle Fusion Financials applications, you are going to access through virtual servers which are provided by Oracle by taking the SaaS or PaaS subscription. Then you have to include the term called as cloud. It's very simple to understand. Where your applications are residing, where you have your applications. If your applications, the Fusion applications you have in your own server, don't include the term called as cloud because on-premise, your own server. If the applications are managed by Oracle with their own virtual servers, then include the term called as Oracle Cloud Financials application. Or if you talk about overall, you can say Oracle Fusion Cloud application. Okay. Include the term called as cloud if you are going to have a subscription from Oracle. When you take the subscription from Oracle for any applications, those you get through virtual server. Okay. Through cloud computing only, they create this, they manage everything what we discussed, creating the virtual servers with the big servers and keeping those available in the nearest data centers for the client locations. This all happens with the cloud computing only. That is the reason the cloud term you have to use. So that is the difference between cloud and without cloud when you talk about that our application or course name. Okay. So that is the meaning of cloud. Okay, cloud means simple terms. Okay, the simple terms we can say using Oracle servers. Okay, if you are going to use Oracle virtual servers to access and to use any applications that we call as a cloud. That happens through cloud computing. That is the reason we call it a cloud. This is what we have to understand about what is the meaning of cloud. And these are the three subscriptions are available. Ideally, these two we use when we talk about applications. This is just a storage space subscription. Anyone can take this and they can place any files for any purpose they can use. So when you talk about Oracle Fusion, what is the difference between Oracle Fusion applications and Oracle Fusion Cloud applications? It's very simple. Where your Fusion applications are residing, the Fusion applications, it could be finance or SCM or PPM or HCM, whatever it may be, the Fusion applications are available. You install in your own server, then call it as a Fusion applications only. With the same Fusion applications, you are going to access with the help of Oracle with the cloud computing technique, then call them as including the term called as cloud, Oracle Fusion Cloud applications. That's how these are simple. In the same way, so you can say Oracle Fusion Financials applications, if those are there in your own server, if those are there in the Oracle servers, include the term called as cloud. Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial application, Oracle Fusion Cloud SCM applications, Oracle Fusion Cloud HCM applications. In your own server means just call as Oracle Fusion SCM, Oracle Fusion HCM, Oracle Fusion Procurement, etc. Fine. So this is what we have to understand about cloud. Any questions on this, please?
Yes, I have a question. Based on how you have explained Oracle Fusion application and Oracle Fusion Cloud application, I would like to understand what are the circumstances a business would choose to go for Oracle Fusion application that is on premise and not Oracle Fusion Cloud application. Then my next question is why does it mean in IaaS, that is
Your voice is
infrastructure as a
breaking.
service?
Okay, please
Hold.
check audio connectivity. Your voice is breaking sometimes. Please.
Can you hear me?
Still
My
there is some
question, my
disturbance
second
in
question
connectivity.
was on.
Yeah, anyway, please go ahead, we'll see. Yep.
My second question was on infrastructure as a service, whereby I would like to understand.
I'm really sorry. I didn't get your first question properly since there is voice breakage and all.
Okay.
Can you repeat it?
Okay.
We'll talk about first
Yes.
question and we'll go with the second question.
Yes, please. My first question was on what circumstances a business would consider Oracle Fusion application, that is storage on premise, and not Oracle Fusion Cloud application.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Then my second one, you got it?
Yeah, I got your question. First, let's talk about your first question. Let me answer. See, if they have their own servers, okay, if they have their own servers, no one can have a look into their business data. The servers are managed by their own team, okay, their own team, and they'll have a full control on that applications also, because they are taking the license. They can do the customizations. If that is their own server, they can do the customizations, and complete server also can be managed by their team, and there is no data related security issues. Okay, if they go with SaaS or PaaS, they are depending on Oracle. Some companies, they'll have a concern about their business data. That is very sensitive data. They think they are keeping in Oracle's hand. That can be misused. So who has that sort of concerns, they go with on-premise. Now Oracle is not encouraging with on-premise. Now totally they are focusing on SaaS only. So that is the point we have to notice. Okay, who worry about their business data, they plan to go for on-premise. In case of on-premise, everything will be in their control. But in case of SaaS or PaaS, so everything will be in Oracle control. You will be the one who will be accessing. You can use that applications. Okay, so as per your business, you can use those applications. That's all. The servers and everything will be managed by Oracle.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. What is your next question?
The next question was on infrastructure as a service. Does it mean one can also hold like Oracle Fusion application under it, because you're just procuring a storage?
Yes. See, any purpose you can use. You can take the IaaS infrastructure as service. If you want to install Fusion applications by taking the license, you can install in this. Or you can just you can take other product license and you can install. Otherwise, you can place some files and you can maintain within that. Any purpose. It's a space. Okay, storage space. For what purpose you want to use, you can use it. Here, nowhere it is connected with any applications, just the storage space.
And can we use any other application apart from Oracle?
Any purpose you can use. Any purpose. Just service is available from Oracle irrespective of that application use or what purpose. So you can use it for Oracle applications, you can use it for SAP applications, or you can use it for some other applications. You can install and you may use.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Thanks. Any other questions? Any questions?
Yeah, hi Lakshmi.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, and the licensing cost, do you have any difference between the SaaS and PaaS?
So we discussed a few points, right? In case of SaaS, you cannot do any customizations. Okay, here customization means what we are referring is you cannot create new pages and new functionalities in any application. And in PaaS, that is possible. Oracle is allowing, Oracle is giving the provision to do the customizations. And the other point is in SaaS, you are not doing any customizations because those are not allowed. Okay, so whenever Oracle is going to come up with the latest releases, your environment can be upgraded automatically. Okay, there you don't need to put additional effort to upgrade and all as a separate project. So automatically the environment can be upgraded because standard product only you are using without doing any changes. So it is easy for Oracle to upgrade to latest. But in case of PaaS, since we are doing the customizations, so Oracle cannot upgrade automatically because what purpose you did the customizations, what pages you did, how those works, how where those are connected, these and all. It's a big task for Oracle to understand. That is the reason automatically the upgrade won't takes place in case of PaaS. If you want to upgrade to latest, that you have to do as a separate activity. That's how these two are different. Rest, both we can set up and use, and in both cases, reports customization is possible and integrations are possible. You can connect SaaS environment or PaaS environments with any third-party applications to input the data or output the data. It could be data inflow to take the data into Fusion or to send the data from Fusion to other applications. Yeah.
Yeah, my question was licensing cost. So yeah, I know. You mentioned that these having difference between those two, right? SaaS and PaaS. But on the cost wise, so does Oracle giving you charging the same cost?
No. Oracle charging more for PaaS compared to SaaS because they are giving additional privileges to us to do the customization. That is the reason for SaaS subscription you have to pay more than what you pay for SaaS.
Oh,
In IaaS it would be less. Oracle is not giving anything, no applications, nothing. They are providing just storage space. It would be very less compared to SaaS and PaaS in case of IaaS.
okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
And one more point, when I talk about subscription, you have to take the subscription based on the applications, application based. Okay, which application subscription is required for payables, receivables, purchasing, sales, etc. You have to list out the applications and you have to list out the head count of users, user count and duration. Based on these parameters, companies will take the subscription from Oracle. As a consultant, we don't need to do just to understand I'm sharing this information. Ideally, the companies take the subscription from Oracle based on number of applications. For each application, how many users are going to use, how many users connectivity is required, and what's the duration. The subscription is required for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So based on these parameters, Oracle can charge. Okay. Based on these parameters, Oracle can charge. Okay. Any other questions here, please? Not only on this, yesterday also we discussed a few points. Maybe your questions on these points also, these areas also.
Lakshman, for a client who is on premise and for example, they ask you the reason why they should go to cloud. What are the points you would consider mentioning, please?
No, I didn't get it. The one client wants to go for cloud. What are the points to consider? Means what?
I say the currently the client is on premise, but they know a bit few points of they are not clear about cloud. So what are the points maybe one would pinpoint of to advise the client whether to make a move to cloud or to continue on premise?
It's very simple. If they are using on-premise, they have to understand how it works in case of cloud. So say on-premise they are using, in that say they need many customizations. They have a customization. They have a customization. If your is not getting noise, please. So client, your question is client is using on-premise. Client has on-premise environment. They want to go for PaaS cloud. What are the points they have to consider? The very first point is on-premise. Any customizations are done. They have to check. Yes, they did some customizations. So those customizations are very important, and still they want to use cloud. They have to go for PaaS only because PaaS only will allow for the customizations. They are using on-premise applications with their own server, and they want to go for cloud, but they don't have any customizations as a part of their on-premise. In that case, they can go for SaaS. If customizations are there, go for PaaS, otherwise go for SaaS. So this is the point. When they are moving for SaaS or PaaS, again they have to do the implementation. Again, all the setups, everything, they have to move. That on-premise environment, they have to treat as a other third-party system only. Okay, that's how they can move from on-premise to SaaS or PaaS. Okay.
Two other points could be, Lakshman, that if they want to get rid of headcounts like network admins and box and those licenses and servers, then one can just plan long term that you don't need those things when you transfer it to cloud, right? That you will retire all.
Everything Oracle will take care, because when you are going to manage your own servers, you have to worry about all those. Now, you are going to take the subscription from Oracle, the servers and the security, the network, etc., etc. Everything Oracle will take care. So you are not going to have your own server, so you don't need DBAs. You don't need some technical team like network, security, administrators, and you don't need any servers at all, and you no need to take the license. Here, in case of on-premise, you are taking the license, but here you are taking the subscription. Subscription fee is very less compared to license fee. So that's how these all are different. And you don't need DBA and no need to install. Okay, Oracle creates virtual servers. Within that virtual servers, whatever the applications access you require, accordingly they'll create the virtual servers and you can access and you can use. No installation. Everything will be taken care by Oracle. Yeah.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions? Fine. So seems to no questions. So we can wind up for today. In tomorrow's session, what we'll do is we'll talk about the business processes. So directly it is easy for us to access the Fusion instance and doing some setups, but that is not that much important. When we are doing the course, what we are doing, we call as functional course. Okay, we have to understand a lot of information theoretically. So first we'll try to understand the business processes. Once we are comfortable with the business process, accordingly we can drive and we can start working on the application also very soon. Okay, so we're done for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back, or else we can connect tomorrow same time. Okay, you may drop from the meeting if you don't have any questions. Any questions from anyone, please?
A quick question. So when they go with physical servers, why can't they install one on each country? Does it cost more than virtual servers?
Yeah, correct. You can install. You can have in India one physical server, USA one virtual server. Physical server, UAE one physical server. Now, if you want to prepare the reports for these three countries, how to do that? Data is in the different servers. If it is there in one server, within the one server, so one server only, three countries data logically, virtually you can manage. So that if you want to prepare the reports for India and USA data, yes, you can do that. If you want to have a data movements from India to US, USA to India, if any transactions or any data need to be shared, that is possible if it is going to be in the single server. Different servers means you cannot club the data, or you cannot perform any real business transaction. There is some transaction between India and US business. How that you can represent in the system. Servers, it's completely different. You cannot handle those. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So, do you also have a separate class for technical aspects of integrations and customizations and things on Oracle Cloud?
So that as of now we are not running any batches on those. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have something, definitely we'll let you know.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. The reason is, the one primary reason is, there is Oracle reduced technical work in Fusion applications. Okay. So Fusion applications, I mean, you raise your own question. Do you know EBS, so that I can explain? You can understand.
Yeah, no, I get 100% that there is a 10% of customization from EBS now in Oracle Cloud, right? I mean, but that remaining 10%, that integration layer and then parking data
Yeah.
somewhere,
So
those things, because see where I am, I worked in EBS for a long time. Now I am in my work statement, I don't touch codings and I don't touch applications.
okay.
I do program management and I do solution delivery management and all that, but I really want to get into the cloud side of details, so that I can go as business applications lead, like at a company where you have EBs running or Oracle Cloud running and SFDC running and all these type of things.
Okay.
So in that scenario, I'm just trying to learn what are different aspects of it.
Okay.
And in that comes that integration, right? There is a separate license of Oracle for integration. So I want to learn, but it's okay. I mean, we can figure out
Yes.
later if there is no separate course.
But they drastically reduce technical part in the future. You know, in EBS, in every implementation, minimum we need technical consultant at least to do the data conversions. Okay.
Right.
Here, data conversions, we don't need technical people. We can do that. That's how they simplify. We are going to cover in our classes.
Yeah.
And other things, if any customizations are required, what in cloud, what these guys are doing is, so one technical resource they are using for multiple projects, because there is no technical work in the cloud projects, since primary task is conversions, right, in EBS case for technical.
Right.
Now that is no more for them. It just came into technical functional responsibility. They moved to functional responsibility. So that is the reason there is no much technical work. For hardly technical, when you talk about technical, just to create the custom reports and if required some integrations. That's all. Apart from that, there is no big task for technical people. You might have noticed, I'm not very sure, most of the EBS technical people are moving to Fusion Functional, since there is no demand for them in Fusion.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I understand 100%.
Yeah.
It's just that anytime when people talk about, okay, so Oracle Fusion, how are you connecting HR, which is somewhere else in some different cloud? So cloud to cloud connectivity is what I'm trying to learn, and it requires that whatever services, web
You
services
can
connect, and
you can do one simple course called as ICS, Integrated Cloud Services. Okay, ICS, Integrated Cloud Services.
okay.
So in that course, you can understand how integrations can be done.
Are you running that, or you are suggesting that I should go to Oracle?
I'm just suggesting because there is no much demand for that. We don't find people who are
Okay.
interested to
Okay.
with a good name.
No worries at all. No, this is very, very helpful. I really appreciate it. So it's integrated cloud services. Oracle runs that type of course.
Yeah,
And
as a part of their Oracle University programs, you could find that. You can go with that, or else from outside also you can find. I guess few institutes are running a technical course. You may opt it.
yeah. No, this is very helpful. No, I can go to that. It's just that I don't know which one is right thing. So probably I'll learn whatever from you. And whatever else is needed, I will reach out to Oracle course, and then probably my employer will sponsor and organize.
Okay, yeah. Sure. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, seems to no questions. Then that's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow same time. Thank you all.